What's going on, guys? Well, I'm out here just going to try this hot snot. Kind of curious about it. Chopped up a little bit of wood here. Also grabbed 2 fire starting implements from my car just to double check and see what actually keep my bag in my car. I have a large ferro rod with magnesium, which I'm probably not going to use for this video, but just in case, I have an old lighter. Just wanted to make sure this thing's still working. This thing has been in my car for probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. So just in case we need actual flame, we'll have that as well. So just going to play around with this, see how it works. So here's the hot snot. All right, when you first get it, the tube is sealed. So use the back of the cap there to pierce it. All right, well, I'm not going to put it back. I'm not going to put the cap back on. So I'm going to first start off with just a little squirt of it here. And I did want to smell this before. It smells a little bit like Play-Doh. Not that offensive, not that it matters. And I'm just going to take our piece of bark here. I'm going to spread it a little bit so it's a little bit flat, a wider surface area. And we'll go ahead and keep that little piece of wood on there as well. And the first thing I'm going to try, actually I'm going to try it over here so you guys might get a better view of this. So I want to see if it'll light off of sparks first. All right, so let's test that first here. All right, let me get this started. Okay, will it light off of some sparks? Yes, it will. I just saw a flame. We'll try it again. I did see it light up. It's just throwing some pretty good sparks here. Let's make sure that's not just lit. I can't tell. It did light up, but then it quickly went out. I'm going to go ahead and put another little squirt of this, but I'm not going to spread it just to see if that makes a difference. All right, let's try that just for comparison's sake. Plenty of sparks hitting it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, you know, didn't happen the first try, but once I got a good spark to hit, it does light off of sparks, which was important to know because not everyone's going to have access to flame all the time. Yeah, I mean, seems to work fine. Obviously, the building the fire part is something you're going to have to acquire as a skill. You know what I mean? No one teaches you how to actually build a fire. It's just a question of whether this is going to initially give you enough flame to kind of get something going, and it looks like it will. But let me just let me squirt another part over here without wood to see exactly how long that is going to stay aflame. Also, see how much easier it is to light with actual flame. And that's it. It really didn't take much at all. So if you happen to have flame, it works a lot easier as well. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see, without the introduction of any kind of other burning material, how long that stays lit for you. It's kind of interesting. It looks almost like it just slowly dries up. But, you know, pretty intense flame going on there. Any kind of chemical stuff, I probably wouldn't breathe it in if you can help it. Obviously, if there's an emergency and you're trying to start a fire, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, pretty interesting. Let's read the directions, even though I already did this. Remove cap, squeeze hot snot under several pieces of wood. Light hot snot, place additional wood on top. The intense heat will ignite even damp wood. So they're telling you, you know, obviously get your fire started, get it ready to go, and then put this underneath, and that'll be your initial flame. So yeah, looks like it works fairly well. You gotta get at least a couple minutes out of this stuff, a decent little squirt. And there's a large tube here, so even if you're not good at starting fires, you can really slather this stuff on and get something going. Interesting. So yeah, you can see my other fire kind of went out there because I started putting two large pieces of wood on there. So there you go. Just want to do a little test on this. So the hot snot does work. All right, well, I redid the fire. Still used a little bit of the hot snot in the beginning, and it worked out great. A little more patience. I mean, it's cold out here. It's probably low 40s and pretty windy. So it's, you know, sometimes you get a little impatient, but the most important thing to all fire building is to really prep that fire, and this was just a good reminder of it. So that's why it's always good to test your skills and repeatedly testing your skills, because I know I can make a fire, but obviously that first attempt was not good. So I went back and I used some of that bark, just stripped it down to smaller pieces to really get, you know, substantial heat going, and then I could throw on some of those larger pieces, and now this is, you know, pretty much going exactly how it should. So, and obviously as all this starts really building more flame, I can throw on some of the bigger pieces. So that might make a larger fire and just kind of hang out for a while. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of revisit this and show it, you know, actually working into a sustainable fire. But yeah, I mean, good stuff. What's nice about it is that you can use as little or as much as you want. If you're very good at fire making, you might only need a tiny little dab. If you're really not good at it all, you can slather the stuff on and have plenty of time to get that stuff going. So this fire was started again with maybe, I don't know, a 2-inch little strip of this stuff, and I kind of spread out on the pieces of wood as well that I was putting on top. So there you go, a fire made with hot snot. Pretty interesting stuff. That's all. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.